Hello everyone, I'm MVL and today we're going to be unboxing the Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection from Strictly Limited Games. So we're going to get right away into unboxing that, and then we're going to look at some gameplay footage from all of the many game versions included in this Anniversary Collection edition from Strictly Limited Games, exclusively from Strictly Limited Games, this version actually. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So here it is, the Anniversary Edition of the Wonder Boy Collection. Not to be confused with the Wonder Boy Collection that was released everywhere, which included one version of every game. This is the Anniversary Edition, and this includes a bunch of versions of the Wonder Boy games included, as well as the arcade originals, of course. The exclusivity here was for Strictly Limited Games for this release. This has been done before with things like Turrican, but this is quite the difference in this version. This is 21 games, I believe, 20 plus games for this version, or different versions I should say. So this is definitely the one to get, limited edition from Strictly Limited Games. Here is the postcard that came with it. Pretty cool, I like these extras from Strictly Limited Games. And yes, definitely the version to get, anniversary version. There's the spine, European style spine of course. And there's the back with the games listed, numbered release as well. Different versions of each of the games. We'll take a little bit of a better look at that when I break the seal off of this. Hey Daniel, how you doing buddy? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well my friend. Appreciate you dropping by. We're just about to break this open and get a look at this, and then we will put it into the Switch. I got the Switch version obviously, and we will try out some of these games. There's a lot of versions on this, so some of them I will probably breeze by, different versions of the same games. But there you go. A lot of these are on the Switch, except I think Wonder Boy Returns. I think that's only on the PlayStation 4. And I think Wonder Boy Returns Remix, which is a different game, is on the Switch. There's the cover art without the seal. You doing good, Daniel? Good to hear, my friend. Glad you are doing well. Fine day for an unboxing, I hope, as well. There's the back. So let's take a look at the back here, and all of the games in here as well. We've got Wonder Boy from 1986, the arcade, the SG-1000 version, Sega Master System, of course, Sega Mark III, and the Game Gear. Some of these versions are very similar. Wonder Boy The Dragon's Trap, that actually got a remake a while ago. Master System / Sega Mark III, and Game Gear as well, as noted in the previous game. And we have Wonder Boy in Monster Land. It's 1989, 1987 here. Arcade Master System / Mark III. And then I think I should be going this way around, but I will go this way. Wonder Boy in Monster World. 1991. Mega Drive / Genesis, of course, depending on how you want to name it. Over here we call it the Mega Drive. And then Master System / Sega Mark III as well. And then 1988. Monster Boy, Wonder Boy 3 rather. And then that is Arcade / Mega Drive / Genesis, and then Monster World, of course, 1994 Mega Drive / Genesis version as well. Alright, so let's open this up. There is some nice internal artwork here. I always prefer having some internal artwork rather than just a plain white interior. Got the Dead Space remake, Daniel, on the modern systems. Yeah, I heard a lot of people are playing that now. It just came out at this time, I think. So there's a manual in here. We'll have a little look at the manual. It's nice to get these booklets. Modern games certainly don't have these anymore. Now there's a lot of games included in here, so I wonder how much of the controls, especially when these are mapped. I will be using the Switch Pro controller, so it'll be interesting to see how these are mapped for that. I like the table of contents here as well. Wonder Boy himself. And there's the controls. I like to have the controls. 2-player mode included as well, that's nice. I often, it might just be me, but I often forget the controls for games when I'm playing them. I easily lose from memory the controls as well. So it's great to have these in here. I did get the remake of the Dragon Trap actually, and Wonder Boy remix or returns, I think, for the PlayStation 4. I think I got those for, but I like getting stuff for the Switch where available when I can, because the Switch is also a portable system. For a lot of games, the difference in performance might be unnoticeable or negligible. Some screenshots from the games here. A lot of different versions on this one, so that's very cool. Filling out the manual here with some screenshots of the games in action. There's going to be a lot of different versions to try on this, of course. Thank you for playing. Well, I haven't played it yet, but I do appreciate the thanks. Right, so the manual, good to have. Then, of course, the cartridge itself. This will be the European version, I believe. Have a look at that. And indeed it is. European version. Physical cartridge is where it is at, of course. We're going to put this in the Switch and get ready to roll. So there you go. That is the physical version of the Wonder Boy collection, anniversary collection I should say, from Strictly Limited Games. Let's go ahead. We're going to move over to some gameplay footage in just a moment for this collection. So I put this game right here into the Switch, and it might need an update to get it going. Sometimes they do, but they don't actually need an update to start, but they might need an update. But I will get that underway, and we will move over to some Wonder Boy action. Alright, we're going. No update required, it would seem. Always good to see that. And get straight into the action for the Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection on the Switch. For mine in, of course. Cool to see this. I'll be interested to see. Now, I'm not very good. We'll pick the English language. Good to see multi-language support, though. Now, I'm not very sensitive to input lag, but that's certainly something that could be in there. And with emulation, it's always going to be the case. Can't wait for Dead Space remakes of 2 and 3, Daniel. I imagine it's possible if they do well. It's similar to how Wonder Boy got some remakes or remasters, and then that provoked the collections come out, actually. So we've got Wonder Boy. Of course, we've got different versions in here as well. You can get a regular version of this. It doesn't have all the different versions. Monster Land. You get a little bit of a synopsis of each game to the right hand side as well, of course. Nice to see that. We're going to be diving into... So it looks like you just have a gallery and a credits here. So we'll look at the gallery if I remember when we're done here. But other than that, even in the base games, if you get the regular version, you've still got a lot of good games here. Those that were arcade will be the arcade versions, I imagine. And then, of course, I actually think I picked up the remake / remaster of this game. Actually, I had the original version on the Switch only, so you do get that kind of exclusivity with certain games. Okay, so let's go into Wonder Boy, and we will. So we've got System 1, SG-1000, Sega Mark III, and they actually have the Master System version separately. Those are going to be rather similar. Japanese Game Gear version. Revenge of Drakon Game Gear. Okay, so what I will do is I will play the original version, and then I will want to... I think I will play some of the other ones, but just a little bit. because they'll be largely the same game. Alright, what options do I have? This will be a good thing. So we have save states here. That's a good note to see that save states are included if you want to use those. I did not pay attention to the controls, so I will be panicking. Oh, good job, actually, they have the controls here. So run is the R button. Jump and attack. I would have liked, can I configure the controls? I would like the run to, I mean, traditionally I would like the run to be like the A button here. Oh, I can change it, okay. I will just cancel the binding, I'll leave it as it is. Insert the coin with the left stick in, okay. I would rather that be like the minus button here, or what would be the select or the start. You can rewind and fast forward, okay. Oh, you know what it is? I think these controls are set up this way because if you were to use a single Joy-Con, I think that's the reason they're set up kind of weird like this. That makes sense. Okay. Alright. And I imagine I can use the D-pad and not the left stick. Right. You can look at gameplay and you can look at videos as well, okay. So those are my only options. Do I not get to change the borders? Like if it has borders, can I not change those? Will that be under maps? No, oh okay. Oh, you know what, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Maybe it'll be in-game I can adjust borders and stuff like that. No, I guess I'll just start the game. I would rather not have borders on the side, but we'll see. Hold the plus button to start the game. Okay. Alright, I guess we will start the game. So, can I do anything about these borders? Doesn't look like it. That's odd. Most games you play these days have an option to turn off the borders. Okay, well I guess I'm going to put some coins in. There's a coin. I'll put 3 coins in. So I looked at the options, right? There were controls, oh, was it gameplay I could have done? No, I can change the controls, starting live, most lives. Yeah, I can't turn off the, oh wait, maybe it's on a video. Ah, there you go. Right, I thought it was playing a video to show you how to play. I understand now. You can do, okay, you can change the aspect ratio. Pixel Perfect is available. Lots of options. Oh boy, you can even make it widescreen. Okay. You can put on some scan filters if you want. Wallpapers, right. So what can we do here? Turn none on, okay. So that's the option. I will turn none on. We will go with that. Okay. And I will resume the game. Now we can fix the aspect ratio. And begin. Oh, I need to be fast with this game as well. I keep forgetting, yeah, you gotta jump over these. I'm not used to where the run button is. It's fine, this is only stage 1. Oh my goodness. So ideally I would have wanted the run button as not the R button, it's just taking a second to get used to the controls. It's my first time playing these controls on this game. I'm just not going to use the run button, it's in such an awkward place. Ah, but I have to. Yeah, so the control layout, I think the control layout was designed for a single Joy-Con. It just takes a minute to get used to it on this controller. Oh no, the skateboard is actually often pretty bad. You can go really fast if you run with this. I think the skateboard gives you an extra hit. Yeah, it's the run button placement that's kind of screwing me up here. I'm missing all the food. You need the food. Oh boy. There we go. Fairy. You need the food to keep your life total up. I think we've got a little while with the fairy. And you need to do that run as well, so I need to get used to it. So if you hit the rocks, it's bad. Oh, I've always been bad at the springs in Mario. Hey Seacrest, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Go! There we go. How you doing, Seacrest? Now, some of the other versions have a little more animation in them. A little different animation. Oh no, the skateboard is not what I wanted here. Now it's become a constant runner, yeah, because you can't slow down with the skateboard. Well, you can slow down, but you can't stop. So let's not take the skateboard. Oh, okay, this time it was a weapon. Oh, I understand now, I understand. So if you have one, you get the other. You doing good, Seacrest? Glad to hear, my friend. Ooh. Take that, snails. Alright, more used to the button placement now. I say that and I'm probably going to get a game over in a second. Just gonna jump over him. Oh boy, I should have kept firing. Gonna watch the Royal Rumble tonight, Seacrest? Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch that. It snuck up on me, the wrestling event. Yeah, I need to use the run button to get the high jump, I think, as well. Let's fire at these this time so I don't hit one again while I'm trying to jump. Boy, yep, it's that run button again. But it's just one of those things, when you get used to it, I think it'll be like, fine. Ooh. Oh no, I did it again! I thought I was holding the run button, but I wasn't. Actually, don't want the skateboard. Oh, you know what? It could have been the fairy. That would have been better, actually. I ran out of food, actually. There we go. I've got to speed up. I thought I was holding the run button, but I wasn't again. Being a running theme here. Get it? A running theme? Well, anyway. Let's go back to this menu. Alright, I'm going to mix up pressing the widescreen and back to the 4x3 aspect a lot on this. I have some coffee. Okay. Yes, I'm fine. Close the game. Right, so that was regular Wonder Boy. For the SG-1000. Japanese only system. Sega system, of course. We'll give that a go. Oh, do I have to turn the borders off, like, manually for each one? Looks like it. There you go. Alright, done. Alright. These are the same controls? I'm imagining they're all the same. The controls are exactly the same. That's the problem. Anyway, let's give that a go. I've adjusted the aspect ratio as we begin. SG 1000 version, of course. Right, I gotta remember the run. Oh, wow, the scrolling on this one. I mean, you know, it was what it was. Do you have collecting for the Switch, Seacrest? There's a lot of great collections out there as well. I'm gonna get game over from these rocks, I think. I like the music here, though. Oh boy. I mean, it's not arcade perfect, is it? But you gotta remember, this was the SG-1000. Predated the Master System. Like, this was quite a while ago. You know, they were working with the hardware available at the time. Given that, it's actually, you know, characters look like they should do. Everything looks right, it's just obviously the speed of the game. I mean, everything's there, even the health bar from the food. Everything's there from the other version. And like, for an 8-bit version, you know, like, compare this to like an Atari 2600, it's miles above that, for sure. Do not like how the enemies like pop out of nowhere. Yep, there we go. Yep. That was a problem. Alright, I will go to a game over and then we'll see what the Oh, I don't have my weapon. Okay, run. There it is. I do like the music on this version though. Can I get some like extra jumps there to save some time? Yes. Okay, now I will remember that there will be a snake after this. There we go. That's what messed me up last time. Ow. I think I'm gonna go down, because I don't think I can make that jump. Alternate paths though, how about that? I'm gonna run out of food if I'm not careful. Hit that. Not the bees! Donkey Kong up there? Throwing some barrels down at me. I think I got more of a hang of the run jump on this than I did on the other version I played. Nope. Because like on this I can hold the run button to like jump, to like increase my jump after I jump distance. So like if I forget to press it or don't press it properly. Weird saying like but then I did just play the other one previously, so maybe I'm a bit more forgiving because I'm used to where the jump button's going to be. Oh, yeah, keep forgetting they spawn out of nowhere, don't they? Oh, did I actually run out of food? Was that what happened instead of actually... Oh, I forgot about that guy. Yep, there you go. Well, there you go. Alright. So, it's time I remember to change aspect before... We're gonna take a... We're gonna be pretty quick with most of these because there's a lot of games on this collection. Sega Mark III version. Let's give that one a go. See how different this one is, actually. I think I have this on the Master System. I think I have the Master System. The Master System one and the Mark III one are going to be very, very similar. Alright, let's give this one a go. Oh, I need to change the options, don't I? I must remember that. Man, I wish there was an options in, like, just the menu for everything. Alright, I imagine the controls are the same. change the aspect ratios again. Actually, to be fair, the this might be a bit wider. Yeah. No, I pressed the complete wrong button there. Yeah, it's a bit wider. Alright, it's good to go. There we go. It went off screen. No, I don't have my axe. However, this one looks great. I just ran right into that. Not used to the jump distances. Oh, I don't get a chance to get... Oh, I was about to say, I don't get a chance to get the axe back. I barely saw that banana. It looks great. I suppose being on the right bumper actually does help, because then you can sort of easily... press that and the jump. Ooh. Oh. I got the handbag too soon. I think it jumped us ahead though. Speaking of jumping ahead, might jump too far. This is for the Sega Mark III Seacrest. I don't think there's any Nintendo versions included on this. Oh man, I'm so not used to the jumps. Seems like mostly arcade or Sega versions. Yeah, every game in the series controls a little different, with a little bit of a different like slip, or you know, stuff like that. So every one of the controls is a little bit different. Hey Mystical, how you doing, my friend? Welcome. Anyway. There's a lot of games to try out. We'll try out what will be very similar. Try the Master System version. I will turn off the... I'm going to probably keep it to widescreen anyway, but I'm going to turn off the background display. Oh, that's the scale filter. Hope you're doing well, Mystical. Yeah, it's pretty wide. This will be very, very similar. Feels a bit faster. That just might be my interpretation. Of course, I had, you know, the PAL version for my Master System, so this might be running at 60 Hz instead. Ooh. Take that, snail. Now I've had like at least a run for it. So it's hard to remember like the bits for every game for sure. Let's pick up the handbag, get the bonus stage. And I know not to pick up the other handbag, so it will immediately end the stage. Missed it. No! Oh well, we didn't get ported ahead. Oh, it's gonna be a skateboard, isn't it? Yeah, let's not take the skateboard. I'll crash into everything if I grab the skateboard. You can tell the section was made for the skateboard as well, because there's so many, like, wide open areas. But I like... No! Ugh. I'm about to say I like to be able to control my jump, but I jumped too far then. I suppose the skateboard wouldn't be so bad for this bit with the boulders. As long as I remember to keep holding the run button, we should be alright. Further than last time, anyway. That's how you get better on this sort of thing. Ooh. Ooh. No, no. Damn it. Still managed to hit the thing. Oh, I wasn't holding the run button, so I jumped off the edge. Classic. So actually here, because we've got so many games to try, we will go back, because there's a lot here. We'll do the Game Gear version. Options. Need to get another PC? Daniel? Yeah, to be fair, like, when I do PC games, I think I do go from another PC, but then I don't play any modern PC games. Or anything in like 4K or anything like that. So I don't really know much about that sort of stuff. But I get it. Like, I think that's what a lot of people do. They HDMI out one PC into another when they do that sort of thing. Anyway, I imagine this will want to be in... Well, we'll see. Yes, this will want to be in 4x3. Oh, it still looks a little wide, to be fair. Press the wrong button again. Maybe I'll just leave the aspects the same and it'll just make it easier. So this is the Game Gear version, handheld. I don't think my other screen is quite set up for the different aspect ratios. They're not all exactly the same. But yeah, so you got a lot of versions of, like, if you had one particular favourite version, then this would be a good collection for that. Whereas the regular version has just like one of every version. You'd think having oh, I can still grab it. It's off screen. Hitting all the wrong buttons, Daniel, yeah. You'd think with having had a little bit of practice with this now, I would have got the hang of it. But no. Ah, see, that needed to be a low jump, but I didn't hold the run button. I'll take the skateboard. Even though now I can't control my own speed as well. Oh, you go really high with the skateboard though. Or fast, I should say. Oh crap. Yep. Never liked the skateboard. I suppose it's one of those things where you need to get used to it. Of course, with the Game Gear's smaller screen size, you've got less chance of seeing stuff come in from out of the screen at you as well. Damn it, hit that as well. I'm gonna hit that, yep. Yeah, because like sometimes you can barely see the you can barely see what's off the screen on this version. Now, to be fair, I think with most of these games being the Sega games, and at least in the PAL aspect, like there's the American and the PAL aspect, and one of them's a bit taller, one of them's a bit wider. With that in mind, I might just leave the aspect ratio the same as we go through some of these, because it might make it just a little easier. No, not the skateboard, not on this stage! Oh, okay, we lost it immediately anyway. Wouldn't get any thinking time with the skateboard. can barely see where you're landing. Oh, I needed that apple. They'll be like, I'm gonna save my friend, but only if I can grab enough food along the way, 'cause otherwise... I identify with that. The problem of being middle-aged. Like, I could save someone from their doom, but I haven't eaten. Alright, okay. So, that was the Game Gear version, and then we got Revenge of Drancon. Alright, 1986. This will be, I imagine, marginally different as well. But I like to show all of the different versions. Did I change the... I don't think so. Because did I change the scale filter while I was doing that? I'm going to leave it as it is, so I don't press the wrong button. Alright. Yeah, so obviously these are the same game, but different ports of the same game, so they're going to be very similar. But it's kind of cool that you get all of them in there. Could do with these hammers when I'm looking for deals in a car boot sale. Take that! Don't want else. The Anniversary Collection is also on the PlayStation number 4 and 5, Daniel. Yeah, it is. The distinction, though, is unless you get the Strictly Limited Games one, you don't get the... I keep wanting to do the short jump there and forgetting that I need to hold the jump button. That's happened, I think, every time I've been there. I'll never learn. The Strictly Limited Games version specifically is the only one that has all of the different versions on it. Which is kind of awkward because it's more limited. But then, you know, arguably the premium version will be represented as the, I imagine, on the collection. But yeah, this one has like all of them, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to like see all these different versions. Oh yeah, I've got the fairy, so I'm like temporarily I can just run through these. Oh, that was close. So I don't like the skateboard. Turns it into a constant runner. Well, there you go. There was that. 69.50. Okay. So this is the same as the other one. We'll move on to a different game. Actually, it's kind of nice not to switch between aspect ratios, to be fair. So you guys will have to put up with some black borders on the side. Or maybe I'll just leave the borders on. Maybe that would be the smart play. Yeah, I'll leave the borders on at the next game, maybe. The Wonder Boy in Monsterland. Alright, so we've got the System 2, the Sega Mark III and System 2 World version. Okay. And then the Master System. These will all be, I mean, the arcade versions will be very similar. And the Master System Mark III will probably be very similar as well. Same borders. I'm actually just going to turn the borders off because I'd rather just have a black border, even with there's nothing there. We'll probably look at the controls. Magic attack this time and a wiggle jump. Okay, so the run button is no longer there. We've got a wiggle jump. There's the option for select magic, but no. No button assigned. Okay. Alright. Alright, so let's put some coins in. Oh, it's an RPG. Cash. I've played this, I just haven't played this version. Now I have a sword. Thank you. Very low range sword. Yeah, I haven't played this version. I think, to be fair, I think this one will be fine if I change the aspect ratio. Yeah, that looks about. Oh man, Snake got me while I was doing that. I could get some health from there, but I don't think I need it right now. Ah! It's an arcade game, so I think I'm running out of time. Oh, the wiggle jump is really weird. The range on this sword is terrible. Extra time, please, thank you. Oh no, I remember this guy. He comes down and like... Yeah, I need to be in the right place when he comes down. If you're in the right place, you can hit him and not get hit. Oh boy. Oh, well, I don't have much life here. I did not buy a potion, did I? Oh, I do have a potion. Oh, the wiggle jump turns you around. That's the good thing about it. Yeah, I don't remember the button to take my potion. I've got a potion. I just don't know how to use it. I didn't see that button mentioned. Anyway, on the first enemy. Oh, it just automatically happens. Okay. I should be able to get this guy. It's an easy boss. There we go. All the coins. You've only got a limited amount of time. Yeah, that was it. When you pick up the key, you no longer have a chance to pick up the rest of them. Yeah, I played this, I just haven't played this version. Cool though. Now I have that key, I can open this. So I imagine the overseas version of this is what would probably be on the collection. Warrior 1. Give myself some boots. Yeah, fortunately, to your point, Daniel, the strictly limited version was a limited release. Which is where the kind of controversy comes in on this one, because it's like, this is definitely the version people would have wanted to grab. How much do I have? 60? Give me those boots. No, I've got boots, purple boots. Give me those coins. Haha, I got all the boots. Could do with another potion, really. Take that. Alright, now in the interest, so the strictly limited one sold out, eh, Daniel? In the interest of... Hey, more time. But speaking of time, in the interest of... There come the arrows. The fact that I need to do several games on this, I am going to switch game now, so we will move back over to widescreen. But this is a great game, for sure. Like, I like the RPG elements on this one. But yes, to get to all of them in time. So I don't need to, like, switch over to a big screen for real. Right, that was the Japanese version. We'll play the Mark III version. I have the Master System version of this, I'm pretty sure. I'll go on the options. Turn off the wallpaper. And this will probably be too wide to do 4x3 on. Yeah, little wider. I think similar to, I better get the sword first. First things first. Give me that sword. And these are just similar versions of the same games. But it's nice to have all these options, like, in each of these games. little wider range here, and a little more range on your sword, I will say. Having that extra range on the sword, very helpful. I've only got 7 gold, I can't buy the potion yet. We're good. Take that. Yeah, now I can deal with stuff a lot easier. But then this isn't the arcade version, so they're not trying to make you use your coinage. Oh, I messed that up. I should be trying to let him fly over me and then hit him. That's what I should be doing. There we go. Right, get the key last, because then I get more coins. Nope. Hit that. Ah! Evil snake. Alright, we'll use that key. Got a little bit of hit points back. What is this? The Mushroom Kingdom? Get out of here. How much gold have I got? 50? I think I can get one of the boots. Guy looks really unhappy. Yes, please. Thank you. Purple boots. I should have got a shield. What was I thinking? I should have tried to get a shield. I just like boots. They look cool. Yeah, that's why I should have taken the shield. Because the arrows. Hey, stop it. There we go. Into the cave. What is this? Legend of Zelda 2? There's the keys, the bats. I'm waiting for it to come at me. It's going to take me out. It definitely is. Oh yeah, I have no defense for this. Oh, got it. And I got a heart. Okay. This one's going to wreck me. Got to time it right. There we go. And pretty good if you do time it right, because then you get the extra heart. Oh, I think it's, I think I don't have the item I need here. Just... Oh boy. Ow. Well, I did not skip it. Take that. Oh, I could have got him again then. Oh, I'm so done. Oh wait, we had a potion. Oh, I guess you start with a potion. I'm not attacking him at the right intervals. There we go, that's better. Right, don't pick up the key. Oh, never mind. It's a sword. My power is increased. Right. Also, like I mentioned earlier, in the interest of getting through all of the games, because man, I could play this game all day. I really could. Let's go close that up, just to give you guys a little taste of every game. Alright, this is the world version of the arcade version. It will be slightly different, mostly just the language, I imagine. I'll turn off the wallpaper. But I will at least show it. Alright, I need to put in coins. Yeah, the amount of stuff on this is nothing to sneeze at. Welcome to Monsterland, yay! They gave me some cash for that. Hey brave man, listen carefully. The country's fate depends on you. Your mission is to destroy the vicious dragon and restore peace. Take the sword and medicine. Good luck. Okay, that's how we got the sword and medicine. Again, you've got like a very low range on your weapon here. I think this one does work if I switch to the standard. But yeah, as you can see, basically the same version. Yeah, we don't want to get killed by death. I can stop him hitting me if I hit him at the right time. There we go. Alright, all of the coins first. Meant to jump over that. There you go. Hey. Alright. In the interest of time, I did it again before switching. Press the wrong button. In the interest of time, I've got a lot of games to show. So let's show the Master System version, which I actually have. I'll go to the video options and turn off the wallpaper. If only you could turn that off for all of them. Wait, I think there was a defaults option there. Maybe I can actually do that. Huh. Super wide. Like I mentioned earlier, I very much like this game. This version, that is. Hey, brave man, listen carefully. The country's fate depends on you. Your mission is to destroy the vicious dragon. I skipped past it, pressed the wrong button again. I will see you again. There you go. There you go. I like the sword having the extra range on this very much. Time. Have a go at that death. Come down here. You know you want it. Wants to be close so I don't have an avenue to return. Oh man. Oh, I got him underneath me, that was crazy. There we go. Ow! Damn snake. Got the timing wrong on those snakes for sure. Alright, there you go. That was Wonder Boy 2. Alright. Wonder Boy 3. Monster Lair. We've got the System 16 and the Sega Genesis, or as we call it, Mega Drive. I'm guessing you won't have the option to run it in, like, PAL, like, a little bit slower. Because that'll be what I'm used to. I'm going to turn off the borders on this again. Start the game. I want to search some coins. I didn't look at the controls at all, did I? I will start as one player. It's a constant runner. Pew pew pew. Now the thing I find about constant runners is you're always like looking at the edge of the screen. This is like a shmup. Very different, but still cool, obviously. Love the music on this arcade version as well. Like I mentioned, it would either be like all one console version or all like looks like I took the path of ease versus the path of pain, but I actually need the food, so that's a problem. But beach balls at me? Oh, I hesitated there. I thought that was going to fall to the ground. You can drop me here. Pew pew pew. Certain power-ups I guess you still want to get on this because they're like worse than the ones you already had. Oh, see, if I went to the down way there, I would have got completely destroyed. Or maybe you can actually go underwater. I haven't tried. I've tried to avoid it. Oh, now it's a proper shmup. Oh, watch out for beach balls. You have to keep pressing on this rather than tapping. See that? The rings of power. I think I'll just keep these, it's pretty good. Oh, they're limited. Ah, that's a big fish. Something fishy about this. Hardly getting any hits on this. Oh, I think it's getting... It's got that classic changing colour to denote damage. We're getting faster here though, so I worry about what happens when we don't take it out. I think it's going to take me out first, because I only put 3 coins in. So many schools of fish. Cool boss though, I like the mechanics here. There we go. Nice. Oh, it's a constant runner. Can't stop moving. Oh. Insert Jack Black vocals, Jonan. Yeah, a very Mitu section. I reckon. Next thing that takes me out, I'll have to switch to another game. There's a lot of games on this collection. How you doing, Jonan? No, I can't fire up, so I have to wait for these guys to come down. You can turn around, and in some shmups you can't turn around, which is always nice. Take that. Oh, snake. Snake! Just casually, Wonder Boy's just firing his missiles at the snakes. Oh. Ow. Take that. You know the backgrounds in this look great. Say that. Oh boy. Doing well, Jonan? Good to hear, my friend. But yes, as much as I do enjoy this, I mean, I'm going to get taken out now anyway. In the interest of showing all of the games in this very vast collection, I will have to allow the game to destroy me in a moment. I probably won't need to allow it, it'll probably just happen. Yes, there you go, alright. Alright, cool. Alright, so that was the System 16 arcade version. There was, of course, the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive version, which we will attempt. I like that you have the option to look at the maps and, oh, there's the controls. And there's a rewind option as well. Even if I do get lost in the menu, I mean I get lost in the buttons in OBS. Tenacious D references, Jonan? Alright. Now, of course, there'll be some color differences in this version. Oh, we're pressing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, I'll just leave the options as they are, because this is on 16-bit hardware. We will play a one-player game. Still a constant runner, but obviously it looks, you know, different being 16-bit rather than arcade. Great music though. I always thought the Mega Drive, or Genesis in this instance, had some great sound to it. The thing about constant runners I always find though is, like, you always live in a small space on the screen. Yeah, it's great to have both versions of this on here. arcade and this version as well. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go the path of pain this time. Oop. Ow. Take him out. I think this one might scroll a little bit slower. Auto-scrollers always unsettled you, Jonan? Yeah, it's like on, you know, like on a Mario game when you get an auto-scroller level, you always know that you're gonna have like clenched teeth like the entire time. So, okay, so this is happening. Ow. Alright, fly me over here. I'll be fine here. Oh no, I was not. I fell into the water. Okay, just get me past these birds. I'll go here. I mean, to be fair, the game overs here actually help, because, like, I could play this game forever, and I have several other games to show in this collection. There you go. You remember those levels on Mario, Jonan? Oh. No, I need to press buttons! I was... How dare you! I was drinking coffee. Not these peach balls, man. Yeah, I thought that would be it. That's what I get for drinking coffee during a sequence where I needed to press buttons. Alright, that's fine. Monster World 2. We have the Sega Mark III, the Game Gear, the Master System, and the Game Gear. So to be fair, like, I'm really going to try and not spend too much time on the alternate versions of the same thing, because they're basically the same thing but with different language. So the only thing I will do is go into the options and turn the wallpaper off. Alright. Curse the coffee, but it's so good, Jonan. Let us begin. Very Zelda style. Zelda 2, if you will. One of the more polarizing... I keep forgetting these guys jump at me. I didn't look at the buttons. Can I use my shield? Take that. Ah! I've seen a friend of mine play this, and they had a rough time towards the end. Like, very maze-like. Ah, I forgot the jump, so just hang a little back and let them jump into me. There we go. That works out way better. Whee! Yes, see, this was the problem. If I'm going the wrong way, then I'm not proceeding. So I need to go down instead of up this time around. So I will go down. Right? Might have been the wrong way. And thus is the perils of this game. So down and to the left, was it? Left. Left was... Ah, well that's a different monster. So maybe that's correct. Yes, now there's a... Oh, I don't have the key! So I can't go through the door! And thus you see the gimmick of this game. That. But I very much doubt... this will be one game where having those maps would really, really help. I very much doubt I'm going to get through this. What button... Oh, yeah, we'll figure out what button eventually. We're fighting Mechagodzilla! Hey, KQOD, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I have not hit this guy once. He keeps stunning me. Don't think I'm getting any hits on him. Ow. Ow. Maybe you have to hit him in the head. You get stunned if you jump at him. Right. Yes, in the head. Right, there we go. I got one hit on him. Oh. Kind of unique. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Mario, like you say, Jonan. Like, there was those levels in Mario where if you go the wrong way, it like resets the dungeon. Aw, man, if I don't get the sword up in time, then I get stunned. Damn you, Mechagodzilla. There we go, we defeated Mechagodzilla. And I turned into a dragon. That'll show him. Rah! Rah! Take that. This is my final health. This is my final form. Wow, it's all the health as well. GG indeed. That was actually a pretty interesting boss stage. And I got the key now. Eventually I'll figure out what button opens the door. I've got the key. One of these buttons. There we go. Alright. Well, anyway. Like I mentioned, I could play this game all day. A lot of flashes, Jonan. Yeah, actually, you know, we spoke of Dead Space earlier. Well, Daniel did. There were a lot of flashes in Dead Space, actually. That had a lot of flashing lights. Right. Now, I'm actually just going to speed through some of the other versions of this. We'll play the Game Gear version. Japanese Game Gear version, obviously. And otherwise, I'll be showing the same game again. But we'll just have a look at it. Great colours though for the Game Gear. Oh, I went on the password screen. No, I have no password. Damn it. Who puts new game after continue? I guess maybe you do most of the time. And this is the same thing but on the Game Gear. Great colours though for the Game Gear, I have to say. I'm not going to play this for that long because we just played the arcade version. Or the System 16, I should probably say. Was it left here? The main thing about the Game Gear is that, see, when you know these stages as well, it's like a lot easier. The main thing about the Game Gear is you get less screen size. Like, it's not just resolution, it's also like the game screen size. You get less of it, so like games that are like Sonic that were ported to the Game Gear, you end up doing a lot of like blind jumps and stuff like that. At least I'm finding it easy to get indoors. This fight should be easier now, with less space. You can go off the screen though, that's cheeky. I thought this might be easier. Wait, surely this is easier. Surely I just hit him and then duck. I keep forgetting you get stunned, you can't just jump straight into him. Oh, Man, him going off the screen is so cheeky. If you're a second too late on hitting him with a sword, you get stuck yourself. There we go. He might have taken less hits this time around as well, actually. I think the less space makes it harder, Jonan. Yes, I think maybe it makes it like... The only thing I found really annoying there is that he went off screen. But I think him not being able to run so far away was a bit easier because I didn't have that great jump space either. Get all the health back. All of the health. Can't even fit that many hearts on the screen. And there's the key. Alright, so we've seen that. We're good. The world version of the Master System one. This would be like the one you get over here. Options, of course. There's a lot of options. Turn the wallpaper off. Alright. I remember new game is up here. Before you is the monster world, overcoming various hardships. You have at last entered into the monster's castle. Your target goes by too quickly, if you're trying to read it out dramatically. Alright. And essentially, yes, the same game, but in the English language. It's up there. I'm gonna know this route off by hand in a minute. Oh, fireball. I missed it. It's left. Skeletons. Who are replaced by Cyclopses in a moment. I'll see what the boss looks like, see if it looks the same. But most of the time it's like, if it was, yeah. If it was, like with Probotector, the like European version of Contra, they changed like humanoid enemies into robots. Since it's already a robot, I can't see them changing it, but they might have changed the design of some enemies on these versions, which is why both of them are included. And then the world version of the Game Gear version as well. There are a lot of versions on this, like you could certainly... If you wanted to master them all, I guess you could master them all on this. And with the prologue at Jonan, indeed. New game. Before you is the monster world. Overcoming various hardships. This is how it should have been done on the last one. You have at last entered into Monster's Castle. The target is the dreaded Dragon's Room. Hey Konami, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're doing really well. Monster World 4 is good. Yeah, there's a bunch of versions of that on this as well. I think it's really cool that there's like all of the different versions are included on this version. The only downside is that this was, of course, like it's now sold out when it was on Strictly Limited only. I think they might have done these digital. I could be wrong. I imagine they're available digital somewhere. Through some sort of means. Take that, skeleton. Oh, hey about that, skeleton. Now Cyclopses. Take that, Cyclops. And you, Cyclops, as well. And that Cyclops. Of the red Cyclopses. Alright then, okay. Let's move on. A lot of games in this collection, like I mentioned. Monster World 3. Yeah. Mega Drive and Master System version. I'm very excited that they have Master System version of this as well. That's very cool. What options do we have here? I suspect just borders. There we go. Should probably look at the controls. Okay. I like that there's no run button on this one. Hope you're doing well, Konami, as well. New game. And so our journey begins into a world full of monsters. One might say, a monster world. For our young knight must leave their home when I figure out which button does it, and embark on a journey ahead of them against the perils that lie in the wild. Very similar, of course, to one of the games we previously played. That's why I have quite a memory of this. I'm going to need stuff. Stuffs are very similar to one of the other games we played. But this one was console exclusive. And now we can get up here. Take that, snake. Man, on the Master System version of the original game, you had a better swing range. Don't have much of a hit range here. Great backgrounds and like use of color. They're not gonna let me in there. I don't think they do anyway. I could be wrong. Oh, okay. I don't have the jump range to get up there yet. Take that, crab. Gold. Ah! Damn mud crabs. If I was to quote Elder Scrolls. What are you doing, monkeying around? My jump is terrible. I might be missing a trick, to be fair. Take that, monkey. Did monkeys actually attack me? Yes. I was gonna say, the monkeys weren't dropping coins, so I wasn't sure. And we are definitely, like, going into different screens here. Just there, defended by that evil monkey. Who we have established are evil. Have been established. Oh yeah, I forgot we can duck and like, it's a little easier to do. Anyway, in the interest of moving on. We will play the Genesis version with the English text. Of course, when I see Mega Drive, I think European Mega Drive, but in the instance of this game, they mean the Japanese Mega Drive. So let's see what it's all about. This will be a very minor change, of course. Monster World was once a peaceful region. Then, the peace was shattered by an invading army of monsters. A young man named Shion vowed to defeat them and make his land peaceful again. Maybe the monkeys were misunderstood. Nah, those monkeys were very naughty. I gave them a chance not to attack me. Once again, this world is being threatened. The princess has been taken from Purple Castle. You'd better use caution. Here's an elixir and firestorm. Take them with you. Make sure you're ready to use magic at all times. I did not equip my magic last time, did I? Magic. Nope, wrong button. There we go. There we go. Taste my magic. I'll figure out how to use it in a minute. Just give me a sec. Never mind. Alright. You will not taste my magic. I don't know how to use it. I equipped it though, so that was something. And it shows a D-pad in the corner, but like... yeah, the D-pad is how I'm moving. I think what I needed to do was read the manual in this game. I have this game actually, so I could read the actual manual. But in the interest of saving time, I'm just going to proceed. And we'll see that this version is very similar. And of course, the evil crabs. With a crabby attitude. And the treacherous monkeys. Who do not give you gold. Anyway. Again, in the interest of saving time, let's move on to... I want to see what the Game Gear version looks like. Master System, rather. Got mixed up. So many different versions. I will turn off the wallpaper. Again, there aren't more wallpapers, really. Big screen size here. Looks great for an 8-bit version. New game at the top, where I like it. Monster World was once a peaceful region. Then the peace was shattered by an invading army of monsters. A young man named Chiron vowed to defeat them and make his land peaceful once again. The adventure upon which you are about to embark is related by a dragon by the storyteller. Is as related by a dragon to the story. Okay, I think it meant told. I'm confused. This version looks great. Look at how colourful this looks. And we don't have to speak to that person just to let us up here. Oh man. Look at my attack range. He was right next to me. Okay, it looked great. Then we immediately had a problem. Have I got a better attack range if I duck? This is the Master System. This is an 8-bit version. But man, I'm getting destroyed by the first snake. I think they had some draconic people in like that spoke to you. Am I allowed to go in the castle straight away? I just told you that no one may enter the castle. Didn't you hear me? You did not tell me. You just told me now. But I knew I couldn't enter the castle, to be fair. I at least remembered that. But for an 8-bit version of a 16-bit game, this looks really good. And I'm done. Wow, I've got no health, but I'm still going somehow. I can actually hit the platforms on this. I'm just going to jump over the monkeys. They don't give me any money anyway. Oh boy. Oh, I had a potion, didn't I? Wow, how many hits did the crab take? Okay, there might be some issues with this version. A crab should not take like 4 or 5 hits. I'm just saying. That's my personal opinion. If you have zero range with your weapon, a crab shouldn't take like 4 or 5 hits. My goodness, at least they give you hearts back as well. I suppose there's that. But anyway, this version is very different. It's kind of cool. You get to the town like, oh boy, mushroom attacked me. You get to the town pretty instantly, which is pretty cool. Welcome to my inn. You can have a good night's rest for 10 gold pieces. Yes, I will. No, thank you. I don't need to use a password save right now. Pleasant dreams. I keep expecting the Pokemon dun 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 when you rest in a game. Like, ever since I played Pokemon, I just expected it in like every game. I want to die over and over, but a 16-bit version. that mushroom's really big. Imagine there is a giant like Jolly Mushroom out to try and destroy you right outside your house. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. How would I even go to the shops to get like stuff? There was a giant mushroom outside of my house. There's another one. I've got the high ground here. This one can't win. I don't think that's how that works. He keeps spawning to the left and running off the screen and then respawning. Anyway, This version was very cool. Like, for an 8-bit version, they did a lot of stuff right. I would have liked the monsters to have been easier to destroy, and I would have liked the hit range to be better. Like, a bit more range with a weapon. That's about it. Like, I can't really complain. It was an 8-bit version of a 16-bit game from a while ago. Monster World 4. Now, this did get re-released on the Switch, like a remade version with improved graphics, modern graphics. And on that version, you could play the original one. I have that as well, actually. I might have gotten it from Strictly Limited. But yeah, there's a couple of... There's Mega Drive and the Genesis version on this as well. So we'll have a go at those. And of course, on the options, I will turn off the wallpaper. Lot of games on this collection. A lot of games. Now this game, I don't believe came out over here. I could be wrong. But I think it was first like localized in English on the Mega Drive Mini, I think, or Genesis Mini, if you will. Great graphics. This like 16-bit game has some amazing graphics. The character, you're gonna see the character like turn their head in a minute. Like the artistry there is so good. Like, if there was ever proof that, like, 2D animation in 16-bit can look, you know, just as good, like, with the style of animation, like, you know, if this was, like, an indie game on a modern console, you know, I would be convinced that this is a modern game, for example. This game, Jonan? Yeah, I've got the modern version of this game as well, actually. It looks really good, and this one's really fun to play as well. You don't have a tiny range on your weapon on this one, I'll say. I have to pick up my weapon though, I remember that. I have to go and find my weapon, so if I don't go in the houses. Yeah, I think I had it in one of my pickup videos, Jonan, to your point, and I think that was one of the shots I showed, was the graphics. One of these, well, I forget, it's been a minute. One of these houses has, like, my sword in, I think. They won't let me leave the village unless I go grab it. Which makes sense. They won't let any event. Oh, there it is. They won't let any adventurer. Yay, like a Shantae style, like, shake. When you find stuff. Reminiscent of Shantae. Well, it comes to mind for Shantae, even though this preceded it, obviously. Can I get over here? No. Oh, I do have my sword. Okay, cool. I'm supposed to jump this way and get out. A little confusing, the layout of this place. There we go. And now I think they will let me leave. The save point there, I think. And they wave you goodbye as well. Yeah, I think they don't let you leave unless you get your weapon. You can also do a downward strike on this as well. It's like really cool. I mean, being in the later game, they had that wherewithal that a lot of game series have, where they can take what they learned from the previous games, like, you know, give the player more than like a 0 range of attack, for example. But yeah, this is one of my. Oh yeah, well, I almost walked into it. It was green and the plants were green. One of my favourites in the series for sure. You can also do like a spinning slash if you hit them in the right angle as well, I think. Yeah, very good, and like the music in this game is very good as well. But look at the scrolling on the background as well. That parallax style scroll. Very impressive. If the trees also moved as you're moving, that would be pretty sweet as well. Oh, they do. They do, says I. Well, I realise that they actually are. Yeah, it's very impressive pixel art for sure, Jonah. Like, a testament to what they could do back in the day. And I think it's one of the reasons why, like, pixel art games are still, like, quite popular these days, because, like, you can make these, yeah, so the trees don't move if you're, like, near the base, but then it moves if you start moving. Gives a perception of depth that obviously in a 2D image wouldn't be there. But it's one of the reasons I think that, like... Oh, I lost a heart. I think you can also get hearts back from enemies. One of the reasons why, like, 2D style games are still very popular with, like, indie developers and stuff. Like, you can make them look really good. Ah, I should have come down on that rather than attacking him that way. Oh no, not the spores! Alright, that's cool. You know what? We've got the overseas version, which was the later release, to also sample. Right. Wallpaper, that's it. Oh, it's marked as... Oh, okay. That was already set up. Alright. And that's it. I think we looked at every game on this collection. Pretty crazy. A lot of games on this collection. Someone. Help us. Stop disaster. Before it spreads. These games always had like a little wider than like traditional 4x3 aspect, so I can't like zoom into them effectively. Or I could, but then I would like pop out the side of the screen if I did. Asher, what are you doing out here? What? You sense that someone needs your help? Ha ha ha. Already pretending to be a warrior, I see. Well, let's head back. Everyone's waiting. Nope, I'm gonna go grab a sword and prevent the disaster. Something to do. Largely the same game here again, just in the English language. I was afraid this day would come. For the way of the warrior is perilous. Take this medicine. Use it when your life is in danger. I should have used it last time. Understand? This is all I can do for you, Asher. Please return to me safe and sound. Healing medicine obtained. Should have used that last time. There we go. Found my way out of the house properly that time. Now, of course, I can speak to these people and learn how to use the saving mechanic, and speak to the wizard outside of town and learn to use the magic mechanic. But in the interest of just being quick about it, we're just going to go straight to the action. This time I remembered that the double tap forward runs. And yeah, lots of good games in this collection for sure. Lots of different versions. Definitely is cool to like sample them all as well. Definitely some I will be coming back to when I find the time for sure to complete them. And knew that thing was there that time. I really like the DuckTales style downward strike as well. Like, you want to be able to jump on enemies in a game. It always feels rough when you can't jump on an enemy. And at least in this one you can. Those coins Yeah, like, to the point I was making about, like, you know, games like this getting re-released. They did re-release this game in particular. Ashura Monster World. Oh no, I've neglected to press the button a second time. That was silly. Meant to press the sword button so I could, like, double jump on him. Well, it didn't work that time either. I'm in trouble if I don't deal with these things. Maybe I should just use that potion. See if I'm getting hearts here. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Still pressed the wrong button. Okay, I don't know how to use medicine. Never mind. I have a manual for this game. Obviously, like... Oh man. Yep, I should have figured out how to use it. I do have the newer version of that game, so I do have the manual. But yeah, could have done with taking a heal there. Anyway, there you go. That was the Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection on the Switch. It's out for other systems as well. You get Wonder Boy, you get Wonder Boy in Monster Land, Wonder Boy 3, Monster Lair, Wonder Boy 2, and Wonder Boy 3 and Wonder Boy 4. A little confusing. I know the names, even the names of the systems, to be fair. There's a lot of different system names, a lot of different game names. The names are a little bit confusing, and the ordering's confusing. But there's a lot of games in the series and a lot of different versions on each of these. Largely Sega versions as well. There's also a gallery that I mentioned I was going to take a look at as well. Did not open the medicine bottle yet. I actually I have a manual for that game on the Switch re-release actually, so I probably should have checked that out. The Switch re-release, by the way, Ashura Monster World was re-released on the Switch. There's a remake of that game. It's just a graphical overhaul. The gameplay's the same. If you get the Switch version, it also includes on the cartridge the original version of the game as well, in English. The other version, I think the PlayStation number 4 version of that includes a download and not on the cartridge. So, there's a bunch of like gallery things here. The art book. A lot of different art, that's kind of cool. I like that that's included. With different characters and that. You can definitely see like a lot of like game series that might have been inspired by some of this artwork as well. From all of the different art pieces included. Soundtrack in here as well. I like the so they did do like different releases that included like physical art books and soundtracks as well, but it's nice that they're like included digitally as well here. It's kind of cool, like that you get access to at least, even if it's not on a CD. Dude, I really dig the art style of these images as well. Very, very colourful. Okay, so that was the art of the soundtrack. I'm in the art book. Okay, I understand. So this is the cover art. Different cover art on the regular version. You can tell because this version has a lot more characters on the front for the different versions. The other one, so there's a Wonder Boy Collection, which has just the base games. The Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection has all of the extra versions. Yeah, that's the regular version artwork actually, I think is that. But it's still a good deal. Just this one has more of the extra characters and stuff. There you see some of them. Some of the characters have a lot better range with their swords than some of the other characters, I'll tell you that. I like this menu music as well, it's pretty cool. Nice to see, like, an art gallery is something I always like having included in a special edition of any kind, really. It's just nice to have it. Illustrations here. Hey, no worries, Jonan. Thanks for checking out the stream, my friend. Appreciate you dropping by, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. We've got illustrations from the booklets here. Pretty cool. Arcade flyers as well. I always like to see arcade flyers. Box art, yeah, I like seeing box art as well. That's nice. And the card itself. Little worn label on that one as well. But then it was quite a while ago. That's pretty cool. You get to see the different versions of everything. Oh, inserts from the manual. Okay. Kind of cool. Different controllers you could use. Stuff like that. I like these editions. You know, the Turtles collection that came out recently, I got that for the Switch. That had a lot of extras in it. And the thing was, the Turtles collection almost looked like it might have had animated episodes in it. Had like a section like labeled something like that, but it was just clips. But obviously, like that would have been like insane if it had also had cartoons included. Manual for this included as well. Pretty cool. It's interesting to see the characters drawn differently on the different versions as well. All of the items. Now, if you really wanted to, you could pause the screen here and check out some of this. Master System, famously bizarre artwork on Master System with that kind of like graph paper style on those Master System games. Some Master System games have awesome box art, but some of them a little weird. Game Gear handheld. Of course, it had the need of several batteries in it. Both pages on one, like both pages spread out on this, I think is how this has been presented. Ooh, full color manual for this version. And indeed, on this one you can see the line between the pages. A full color manual? Illustrations there. Japanese and the American artwork. I think I remember that from the Master System cover, I'm not mistaken. Arcade flyer. Nice. Nice to see all these like extras in there. A lot of extras here. Of course, if there's like too many pages in a manual, I'll just skip through it, but just nice to view it. Especially if anyone wanted to check the later part of this video out after the fact and see if, you know, you wanted to specifically get this version over the other version, seek it out. Like, would the additions be worthwhile? There was a Master System cover. I'm pretty sure I have that. And I might have the manual, I might not have the manual. I probably don't have the manual. If my game doesn't have the manual included, sometimes I don't bother picking up the manual, to be fair. Not too many pages in these ones. Oh, what, 3? The Japanese logo. Interesting font there, a bit crazy. System 16. 2 arcade flyers here. For Japan, one for the rest of the world. how to play. Yeah, I could do with that in some of those games, to be fair. Mega Drive version. Very colourful box art on the Japanese Mega Drive games. Some games over here in the European region, the box art is a bit crazy. Like PS2, for example. Probably see on the far right behind me. PS2 in European regions is black and white, like plain white spines with black text. Overseas, in America at least, I know that they were more colourful. Speaking of colourful, full colour manual here. A bit too many pages here, so I'm just gonna back out of that one. Mega Drive here version. Same artwork but different style with the kind of famous like dark graph paper style. Or checkered style, however you want to say it, on the black paper. I would say if you pick like black paper over white paper, like the Master System games, they can get stained up pretty easily because of the white paper. Black paper not so much. So that's something. A lot of pages in that one too. Alright, Monster World 2. Illustrations here, diorama. Oh wow, that's cool. The illustration and such. Different illustrations, different regions obviously. Human, Lizard Man, Mouse Man, Piranha Man, Lion Man, Hawk Man, Curse. Items, treasure. I like this. Hey, Zeofabric, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Just checking out some of the art in the Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection here at the end. Just seeing what was some of the extras. Just going through them. I actually find this kind of stuff quite interesting. With all of the little extra artwork, they put a lot of like artistry into the designs here, which I like to see before they made their actual pixelized versions, of course. And you get the box art as well, the Dragon's Trap. That did get a remake. I think I have that on the PlayStation number 4, the remake of that. Like I said previously, I think most of the Wonder Boy games you can get on Switch now, except Wonder Boy Remix. I think Returns rather. Wonder Boy Returns. I think Wonder Boy Returns came out, which was a newer game, and then they made Wonder Boy Remix, and that's actually a different game from Wonder Boy Returns. It's like one of them's more faithful to the original, but only one of those is on the Switch, not both of them. I think they could have probably fit them on the same cartridge, but it's a shame. I hope maybe down the line they put both of them out. I mean, they're available digitally, but not physically. Stuff you didn't know existed. Yeah, it's like nice to have a look at like some of this like stuff. There's so many different versions for sure, Azio. Like there's like so many different extras. And, like I like looking at how like the manuals are laid out as well for the different versions. I always like to get a manual in my release if possible. Like there's definitely games that like if I can't pick up the manual, I'll pick up the game anyway. Definitely. I love the music in the background here actually. The background music of this is really nice. But like if I absolutely can't get a manual, I'll just accept that I can't get a manual. But like I have held off buying games before because I haven't been able to find the manual. Like I like to just, if anything, like not just like sometimes the artwork for the enemies, but just to see the controls. Like I will forget how to play a game immediately after I played it. Evidence of this stream actually. I played the same game, forgot how to play it during it. But yeah, it is nice to have that manual if you can get it, for sure. Japanese Game Gear version. It's interesting they only had the cartridge. Also, did use that diorama for artwork for one of these in Japan. That's cool. And then they use the artwork version in the manual. It's really cool. So you get that 3D perspective from diorama. I think some Nintendo Power front covers were done as like actual models, I think. Could be wrong. I think that was the thing that happened. Full color manual there. Monster World 3 here. Some illustrations. US illustration. Japanese illustration. Got some of the characters there as well. I like the character designs a lot. Main character. The Queen. Gonita. Priscilla. We also have a lot of Priscilla worried and travelling, napping on a shield, and also working, carrying a lot of money. Evident by the money symbol on the bag. Healer. You got the Chief. Sister. Otter. Mermaid. Elder Dragon. Lotto. Fortune Teller. Gabo. I like that these are like, you can tell these are hand done as well. These designs for the characters before they start like making them with pixels. Prince. Magic items. Firestorm. Sweet that they were able to like preserve these as well. Power. Shield. Blocking the arrows, yeah, that's what I needed. Shield. Thunder. Great artwork here. Yeah, like it's nice to see it. Like, I mean, I think a lot of artwork these days ends up being digital. Like, even myself, like, I might sketch stuff out on like paper when I'm about to draw it, but like most of the time, I will use a computer if I'm doing any artwork. Like my break screen artwork, for example. All of my artwork I do on the computer. So there's definitely like, there's a difference. You can like tell it's done on paper, if you know what I mean. Like, it looks really nice. But I'm glad they included this. Like, it's actually more extensive than I thought it would be for like what would be not a throwaway extra, but something I thought that might be a little underdeveloped, the extra section. But yeah, there's a lot of artwork in here, for sure. And of course you could get the version that came with like, I think it came with a soundtrack CD and an art book. I've been getting like the smaller versions though when I can, because like it's mainly an issue of space. Like the more special editions I get, the more like big boxes you've got to fit everywhere. Especially if you collect like every different console system. Like I collect PC games as well. PC games take up a lot of space. Arguably some of those you can take them out of the boxes, like if you should or not is another issue, but... Oh, you do get the cartridge label, which is not the full view of the cartridge. Okay. Magazine inserts. From the press, hot off the press. Manual front cover. Full color manual for the Japanese releases, that's really cool. Man, they... I don't want to say cheaped out overseas with the black and white releases. Obviously it was a cost-cutting measure, you understand it, but man, these full color manuals, so lovely. I got a couple of Japanese Mega Drive games, and like the artwork and the presentation, so lovely. You like compare cases for like the overseas release here. This is the European Mega Drive 1, which I'm more familiar with, the style over here, and like definitely like, you know, compare this manual to the other manual. Like it's black and white, got that like unique box design, we'll say, but compared to what we saw with the other boxes, like a lot nicer. Objectively, sure, but like, I mean, it was obviously a cost-cutting measure. Overseas Genesis. Manual front cover. Different shape manuals as well, which is kind of interesting. Like, I think our manuals are like, you know, the other way round. So like, yours are like book size, so like, but ours are like turn the other way and they open the other way. So yours open like, in America rather, they open like that, but ours like open like that. That doesn't make any sense, but what I'm trying to say is the joint is on the side rather than top or bottom. Words of wisdom indeed. The Master System. Some of the Master System versions are so impressive. Some Master System games look so good, you forget they're 8-bit. You might even think that 16-bit, like, is crazy. That system was really capable. It's a shame, like, with the Game Gear and the Master System being more similar, they weren't more compatible, but there were different colors on the Game Gear. Oh, diorama for this as well. Sweet. That was really good as well. So they must have used that for something. Ah, sure. Of course, this game will re-release. Pepe. Ash and Pepe. And Ash and Pepe as well. Father! The Sage of Save. You had spilled stuff on your Game Gear. I think as long as it doesn't get in the cartridge slot, you should be alright. My Nintendo 64, like, I'd left it for a while, and, like, I don't know if, like, a fizzy drink or something had gotten into it, but it had, like, black or brown sludge in it, like, in the cartridge slot. Like, there was inside of it. And I don't know what it was. I think it was, like, because it was sticky. It sounds bad to say. But I think it was like a fizzy drink. Like a cola or something. That somebody had. And that had spilled into the internals of my Nintendo 64. But I opened it up and I cleaned it up. And it still worked. So that was crazy. It still works now. Soda reacting to the acid on the boards. Cheese could be. Yeah, it was weird. Whatever it was, it was like it became like a sticky, like tar-like substance. And I don't do fizzy drinks, so it must have been somebody when I was, you know, great. N64 was great for multiplayer, so probably while I was doing multiplayer. Speaking of fizzy drinks, actually, when Nintendo's cartridge loading system on the NES, when those started to fail because of the way the cartridges slot in and the loader loads down, I think Nintendo's initial response was that people were putting their fizzy drinks on top of the NES console and that it was spilling into the inside on the vents or something. It refused to admit the fault with the console. And then they made a top-loader version. But we didn't get the top-loader version in the UK. So, I mean, I changed, like, my NES from, like, 1987 still works. I just had to change the cartridge loader. Did a little video about it ages ago. It still works. Ah, so they used the diorama for this version. That's cool. Great looking box art. Look at that. It's crazy. I know I'm just flicking through the extras here, but I genuinely find this pretty interesting. I like having a look through this. And then again, if anyone was to want to procure these after the fact, if they wanted to know what the difference in extras were, then they could see it here if they wanted to. Kind of cool. A lot of pages in this. I really miss box art manuals, Cheese. You know what? The thing I miss the most of box art is, like, for stuff like videotapes. I'm a big original Doctor Who fan, and I used to collect the videotapes for that. Still do. Like, they do digital renders these days of, like, instead of, like, drawn artwork, they used to do, like, for films as well, that, like, when they did the posters, they would do, like, they would draw, like, they would have it painted, and they would, like, do these, like, great paintings, even on, like, videotapes. Like, painted versions of, like, the characters and the situation. And now they just do, like, some, like, Photoshop style stuff, which is cool. Like, Photoshop being, like, a term for, like, any, like, photo editing software, but, like, it's not the same as, you know, actual artwork. Got some specs on this as well. Might be a bit too much of a deep dive. There we go. Alright, so that was the gallery. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of great music in this as well. For sure. A lot of great music. A lot of great games. I mean, it's tempting. I think I have the soundtrack for some of the Wonder Boys and some of the editions I have, but it's tempting to go grab the soundtrack elsewhere. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out this unboxing video. Appreciate you dropping by. Snake, thanks for checking it out. This was the Wonder Boy collection on the Switch. It included a bunch of Wonder Boy games in different versions. The Wonder Boy Anniversary Collection, I should say. A bunch of different versions of the games. This is most likely the more complete or comprehensive version. It did only come from Strictly Limited Games, this version, but you can pick up the regular version like everywhere. It just only has one version of each game. Yeah, pretty cool to grab it. I enjoyed it. There are, of course, other Wonder Boy games out there. There was a remake of Wonder Boy 4. And, yeah, pretty sweet. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. I have been NVL, and I will catch you next time.